In Pennsylvania, we do offer plans, yes. And we use a product, an insurance product that is designed especially for that purpose. And in Pennsylvania, we have to invest 100% of any monies that is given to us for future funerals. And we've chosen to use an insurance policy for that purpose. There's the funeral home is the first beneficiary. Then you name a second beneficiary. If there is money left over, then we don't keep it. It comes to that named beneficiary.
But I'm saying if your bill's
Right.
6,000, but the cremation is 3,000.
Right. 3,000 is coming back to your beneficiary.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. We're not keeping it.
Change.
Yeah, we are not keeping it. I had an experience today. I owe a man 20 cents. I'm going to give it to him. We owed somebody a quarter. We owed somebody a quarter and they didn't cash their check. In payments. Yeah, so we don't keep it. Quite frankly, most people pay, they're older and they're qualifying for Medicaid and they have to do a spend down, or they just don't want bothered with payments and they're making a single premium. So if your funeral is $8,000, they're writing a check for $8,000. They're done with it. That money is invested, that money grows, and the portion that we are providing, our services, merchandise, casket, vault, you will never pay more for in the future. That money is growing, and it's my hope that it's going to keep up with my increases in prices. If at the time we provide the services, it does not, we accept what's there as payment in full, and we make up the difference. There is a second part of that I must tell you. Those are called cash advanced items. Those are charges that are not ours, but related to services, like the opening and closing of the grave, newspapers, tent and equipment, clergy, flowers, death certificates. That money is typically put aside as well, Pam. It grows at the same rate the rest of it does. The difference is those are non-guaranteed things because they're not our charges. We can't guarantee somebody else's prices. So if there's a shortfall in that area, that needs to be made up. But it's usually very small if it is. How do I figure what is needed for those cash advanced items in addition to our charges? I have a binder. The biggest thing is cemeteries. So I have a binder with 100 cemeteries around here, most of them. So I know what the cemetery is. I know what the tent and equipment is. And those are the big ones. However, newspapers are very pricey too, but I know from experience about what they are. So we estimate that. The Lancaster newspaper, a typical obituary, anybody guess? 350? 200? 800, somewhere in between. Mostly 550 for the Lancaster newspaper. One day. Yes, yes. The Lancaster obituary used to be free, and you paid for the death notice, and that told you where and when the funeral was. Now they put it all together and charge for all of it. And so yes, it has gotten very expensive. We have no control over that insurance policy until we provide the services. So that is a question that almost everybody asks. If they prepay their funeral, what happens if I sell my business? If I sell my business, the person that buys my business will honor that just as if I made it. Actually, it is between the funeral home and you. It isn't between you and me. So when they buy the business, they are going to honor all of those contracts. If my business were just to close at some time in the future, you haven't lost your money. You can take it somewhere else. You have all of your money, you have all of your interest. What you don't have at that point is our prices. You would have to negotiate with somebody else to see if they would accept that. But you don't have our prices, but you haven't lost a penny. We have people that pre-fund and then move out of the area, and they take their policy with them. Again, it's portable. They don't have our prices, but they have their money.